Tough AI is an agentic platform for high-stakes conversation practice. In this demo, I'll cover three things. The first thing I'll cover is the agent experience. Here is a demo of an agent that teaches a sales employee how to handle some conversation on the shop floor.
Let's dive into our first scenario to see how you approach customer interactions. I'm going to set up a visual for us. Just a moment, please. All right, the image should be appearing for you now. In this scenario, you have Michael at the register. He's ready to pay for a $2,800 engagement ring setting. He seems a bit nervous and excited, fidgeting with his wallet. You need to request his payment card to complete the transaction. What's your first move in this situation?
Okay, can you give me a couple of options here?
Of course, I'll give you 4 options for how you might approach Michael at the register. Please choose the one you think is most appropriate. Take your time to consider each option and let me know which one you think is best.
I'm thinking the third one.
You chose C, card. That's an interesting choice. Can you tell me a little more about why you think this is the best approach for Mike?
So I'll stop here, but basic idea is that in this particular course, it will use image to create a scenario and then ask a couple of questions about it and then teach you that what is the right way to do things.
Excellent. Let's dive right into slide 1. The problem, cost of poor planning. This slide highlights a crucial point. Without professional guidance, clients can lose a substantial amount of wealth. We're talking about
I get it.
40 to 50
now,
lakh.
Can you talk to me about time value aspect like compounding and those concepts in the financial world?
Absolutely. Let's move to slide 2. The power of time and compounding. This is one of the most critical concepts you need to master.
So in this case, the agent had a Google Slides, which it can use to walk you through a concept, and you can guide it like go to slide 1 or summarize me or ask in a personal language or a different language, a regional language. All of this is a valid use case here. So that's the first part, how the agent experience works, which is really interactive and has a lot of tools that a human would use in order to explain you a certain concept or to do role play. The second thing that I wanted to show you was how to create agent. For this, I'll close it here and I'll go to the home page and I will go to the create scenario and I'll go to advanced scenario creator. Now there are a couple of ways here. So for example, let's say I want to create a scenario for practice for difficult customer on shop floor situation. So in this case, we have written a meta prompter, which just uses this and our best practices to write and finish the prompt, which is pretty quick here and would try to finish it. So here it is now, but you could also go here with edit with AI. And here we have, for example, perplexity, deep research, and you could also attach files, links for it to create the scenario. For example, you have a current role play document or a manual, things like that. You can put it here as an input and that will help AI create high quality scenario that uses that context. So once you do that, it will write these scenarios. Now you can do edits in here in natural language. For example, I could say that also use image generation tool to visualize the image. So just one line natural language would help agent know that it has to use generation tool. You could set up rubric like how after the conversation it has to be evaluated, which can be done here. Who should be informed once the analysis is done. So the analysis should be auto submitted. All of these can be switched on here. Certain situation you saw that the agent will remember that who you are and make the situation more customized. So that happens when you enable memory. There are a couple of models to select from. And then there are a lot of tools that we have given you access to. For example, do you want card tool to be used? Do you want image generation tool like slide? The one we spoke about is here. You just have to put the slide embed link and we will use the slide. The agent will use the slide in that case. So once you are happy in this case, like appearance and all, I'll put image here. I could check different voices. And once I'm happy with everything, I'll just hit create. And my scenario here is ready. Now, generally our customers spend a lot of time here. They try to optimize it so that it's in a good shape. And once they are happy with it, with tweaks and all, they would just go to here, try scenario, and now it's ready to be consumed. Like a normal scenario that you saw. Now here is the user instruction that comes, and here would come that what exactly the user has to do. Now, this is the second part, that how you can create an agent. The third is once you have created the agent, you can very easily embed it or share it with other people. So it's a public scenario. If you could just share the link, anyone who has access to this link can interact with this scenario. There is also an option for private scenario where a unique token is generated for someone to access, and you can also do a passcode based protection. You can also add someone as an editor to this scenario so that they can also co-edit and collaborate. But one of the unique aspects that we provide is that you can embed this scenario in your application with few lines of code. So this is the basic style, full screen style. This is how the scenario would completely look in your application if you just copy these 4 lines of code and put it, and you could interact with here. Now, there are a bunch of ways to customize it, make it more minimal in terms of customization, and put your brand colors among other things. And then we also provide you the APIs to manage all of this. So if you go to the developer tool, you will get the API token, and then you can manage scenarios across agent sessions and all of these things. We also do provide an option of branded page. That is, if you go to your account settings, you go to branded pages. So in that case, you get a branded domain that, for example, in this case is product management dot something. You can put your logo, your domain, and this is the unique link that you can customize and share with your audience. So these were the 3 things that I wanted to cover. First is that the agent experience is pretty unique. A lot of tools and frameworks that we provide agent to use. The second is that it's very simple and easy to customize the agent, bring your knowledge base, give it tools, among other things. And third is how you can embed the created agent in your website using our embed, iframe, and our APIs. Let me know if you have a question. Thank you so much.